A very good morning, dear students. In the previous class, in the first chapter, so far we studied meaning of history, importance and different time periods in history, dates in history and geographical importance. And now we will study the sources of history. So before knowing about the sources of history, we'll look into the certain terminologies or the word meaning. Okay. The first one is here archaeological sources. Generally, dear students, what is the meaning of archaeological sources? The sources which are studied by the historians and it will be maintained by a department called archaeological department. So their job is to what? They is to preserve the historical things. So now we'll see the meaning. These are the basically include what does they include? Ancient remains and monuments recovered as a result of what? Excavation and exploration. Like what they used to collect? Skeletal remains, ruins of buildings, old buildings, tomb, pottery, weapons, coins, bone pieces, bangles, which all are those lived and used by the earlier people. Next, excavation. Excavation is nothing but by digging the earth surface in depth, they have found hidden things like coins, weapons, pottery, ruins of buildings, skeletal remains. Found hidden things using scientific method. This process is called excavation. So excavation is nothing but digging the earth surface in depth. By this, what they will going to find? They will find the hidden things using a scientific method called excavation. The next word is fossils. 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 What does the word fossil says? The remains or the left out or the impression of a prehistoric plant, the dead plants or the animals we can say that lived long ago. The plants and animals which they are lived long ago, they are decayed in the soil of the earth. So a person or a thing that is outdated or resistant to change, we call it as fossils. Fossils are the dead decay of the plants and animals or the living creatures, that we will say the fossils. Next is literature. What does the word literature says here? Written books and writings which will be published on a particular subject is called literature. Usually it means works of poetry. The poets who are going to write their thoughts, ideas, views, it is called literature. And even a prose books written by Charles Dickens are the examples of literature. So literature are the written works which will be written by the poetry related to any particular language. So next is deciphered. What do you mean by deciphered? A text written in code or a coded signal which the normal person cannot understand. There is a scientific method to understand that which will be done by the historians. So it is used to what? To discover the meaning of something which is written badly. Badly in this is improper, not the correct way. Actually what we are writing nowadays, that is not the language which they used in the earlier days. So it is a language which were used in the past past history. So it will be difficult to the common man to know the language. So moving on to the next topic in this chapter is sources. As I said, today's topic is sources of history. The sources of history have been divided into how many types? Two types. Which are those? One is archaeological sources and the other one is literary sources. There are two types of sources in history to study the past. One is through archaeological sources and the other one is literary sources. Then what is an archaeological source? So let us look into it. Archaeological sources are those which includes buildings, monuments, tools, pottery, artifacts, jewelry items, that might have been used by the people in the earlier days, olden days. So all these will be called as archaeological sources. Next is the place from where these remains are dug out or digged through excavation is the place is called a archaeological site. We call it as archaeological sites. Then it is the study of material which were left in the past for the archaeological department or the historians to study about the past. So the things which were used and left out by the people in the past, we are going to find that and will study the historical events of the that particular period. Okay. So next is monuments. First we saw is archaeological sources. Next archaeological sources. Later we have monuments and building ruins. So what does it includes? Under monuments, temples, stupas, fort, palaces, king fort, temples. All this comes under monuments. So what is a monument? So dear students, a monument is a large, big structure which is made up of stone or which will be built as a remembrance of people or an event in history or a famous person. So, a monument is a large structure or a building which will be constructed in the name of an event or a person. To remember a person or an event. For example, Taj Mahal, Pink Mahal, Ajanta Caves in Aurangabad, Maharashtra, are full of sculptures and paintings. Example for the monuments, many palaces, forts, temples, all those will tells us gives us information related to history. So monument is nothing but a building which is constructed to remember an event or a person.